all of you to go subscribe to Vincent Flies. Blaze Fire 187 or 37. I don't know. King of Carboy, and it's Morgan spelled with a Z, no caps, and no spaces. Got it? Yes, thank you.
Who are those people? You're just trying to promote your channel.
I'm trying to promote your channel too.
Oh, okay. Because you didn't say subscribe to Kiki Said So.
Well, you better now. And like the video and turn the bell to all notifications so you won't miss the latest video. Got it?
Oh, shit. That's my bad. Good job. Today is day 1 of motherhood in May because stuff has to get done. So I've already gotten up and done my personal hygiene, took a shower last night, so this morning before I actually got in my bed. Print these checks out, head downtown to drop these checks off at the office, and then what else am I gonna do? I need to work out, so I'm thinking after I drop the checks off, go to the bank, then I can do a little workout. I was supposed to do an MRI today. I'm going to have to reschedule it because it's going to run into the time where I need to be there to pick up Walker. Yeah, I've got some juggling to do. I figured out who could watch him because I do have to have someone watch him for a little bit on Thursday because I have to go do an interview at somebody else's podcast. He's under my podcast. But I don't really feel comfortable bringing them to somebody else's because I don't know how it's going to be over there. And, like, it's one thing when it's your business and you bring your kid to work. It's another when it's somebody else's. So, that's where we're at on that. I have the stuff for the pizza. I think I have everything. So, I bought some pepperoni. I bought some, I was going to make the marinara from scratch, but I was like, girl, who do you think you are? Mama John? Like, no. So, I bought some marinara sauce. I bought it from this brand called Rao. I was going to get, I think it was Bertolli's. It was in the refrigerated section. So, I like that better. But I've never had that brand, but I just like the idea of that. But then I was like, I want this pizza to be like bomb.com. So I think we're going to do the pizza probably half and half, if he will agree. If not, no big deal, because we're going to do pizza and wings. Half and half on that, because half of it I want it to be really spicy. So I'm going to put some jalapeno peppers on there. I'm going to put some Calabrian peppers on there, but just on my half. That'll be too hot for him. But if he says no, I'll just put it on at the end, which might be better anyway, just to keep it all together. I also need to make sure I have an actual pizza cutter. I don't want to use a knife. And I was going to make my own pizza dough. But again, I was just like, girl, you're being overly ambitious, especially for this to be your first go around. And you still got your own stuff to do. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here because all you're going to be doing is seeing me stare at the computer screen right now. And we'll get back to each other once we do something a little bit more exciting. I am back, you guys. So I did my errands earlier. I had to transfer a lot of files to the memory card. So that's what I have been working on. I just did a little walk. And now I'm going to make, well, not make, but I'm just putting together a little snack for Walker and I'm about to go to his school and get in the carpool line. So I'm going to get some fresh strawberries in here for him and some apple slices. Hopefully, you know, this is to his liking. So I'm going to pick him up. Earlier, I was thinking we would go to the park, but I still have a lot to do here. Today is not going to be the park day. It'll probably be tomorrow. When we get back, I'll prep the stuff for us to make dinner because I don't want to feed him late. I eat very late no matter how hard I try. So like today, when we get back, I got to start dinner at like 3 just to make sure. Some apple slices. I hope he's not like, I want some chips and candy. I used to be like, when I was coming home from school, I needed a snack ASAP. Now, my mama had us eating ramen noodles. So, I'm just trying to do something different. So, I saw this is from Dolly Parton. It's caramel turtle brownie mix. And we're going to do the skillet one. And then I bought some ice cream. And we'll put the ice cream on there. I got some dulce de leche to drizzle on top. I don't have any whipped cream, but hopefully he doesn't like that these days. That's what we're going to have. So let me get a little bag to put this in. And then I'll be about ready to go. I don't have like an actual lunch box. But I tell you what I did do that I usually don't do is keep these plastic bags from the grocery store. But this is what I'm using. I have the Frosted Flurry. It's like a cookies and cream flavor. Might not have enough almond milk. Let's see. So I got some orders put in for, I need to check on where the card games are. I still don't have those. Put in some orders for some different stuff. I've got to take care of some invoices. And I was telling myself today, I think every day I should set 1 to 2 hours aside to do like administrative things for cocktails, just so it's not like, so I can spread out my workload. And then also I need to edit. I'm gonna try to get a lot of that done today, but between today and tomorrow has to get done because Wednesday I go to the studio, and that's gonna be so hard to like go to the studio, be there until like a little after 9 p.m. Come back, get Walker ready for the night. Just too much. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the thick of the carpool lane today. I want to sous vide the chicken wings so we can just roast them in the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the sous vide bath going so it can get to temperature, because sometimes that can take a while and that can be going while I'm gone. I bought a container, but if you bought a sous vide, it's an immersion circulation cooker, something, whatever. It's a precision cooker. You don't have to use this. You can use a pot, but I like using this. Food doesn't actually go in there. It goes in a plastic bag, and the bag is submerged in water. And what I like about that over my pot is there's a lid to it to keep the water from evaporating out, because if too much water evaporates, then it'll get too low and it'll stop cooking. And I messed up some short ribs like that one time, went to sleep because it takes like, it was a recipe for like 24 hours or 18 hours or something like that. And when I woke up, I had no idea how long the water had been too low. So the temperature dropped, and I was just like, I feel like it's not safe to eat. So this will you put this on top, and it keeps the bag from like floating to the top in case there is still a little bit of air in there. You want to get as much air out as possible. And then the silicone lid goes on top. It's soft and flexible, and it just keeps the heat in there. Keeps everything right. This is the little device, and then it has like, where's the markers? I don't know if you can tell, but this is like the minimum water line and the max. Plug it up, set it to 165 degrees, and I'm out. So I'll see you when I see Walker. So I picked up Walker from school, but I forgot my little car mount. Say hi.
Hello.
I forgot my car mount, so we didn't get to vlog in the car, but that's okay. I got stuck in the carpool line. But I did bring you a nice healthy snack, right?
Yep.
So we had a little chit chat in the car. Took a phone call. I brought his phone so he could play with that.
Also, that's because I broke my iPad.
Oh yeah. Now, how did you break your iPad?
This was me.
Oh, you were upset.
Yeah. When I get upset, I blame it on the iPad and take it out on it.
Now, why did you do that?
I don't know. It just won't turn on now.
Well, did you learn not to take your anger out on your things?
Yes.
Good.
Even though I still do it.
Oh, gosh. Well, we're all a work in progress. Okay.
fine.
So check this out. This is dessert.
Caramel turtle?
You like that kind? Is that a yes or no?
That's a no.
You don't? Oh my gosh! What kind do you like?
Just regular.
What's regular? Like you don't like caramel? Or you don't like the nuts?
The only thing I don't like are the nuts.
Oh, well, we can make it without the nuts.
We don't mean the other nuts.
We can make it without the nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really like the nuts that much either. But I wanted to buy this one because it had Dolly Parton on it. I know you don't care about that. So I was thinking we'd do it like this. So it'll be warm and then we put some ice cream. So I got 2 types of ice cream. I got Bluebell homemade vanilla. And then I got Jenny's brown butter almond brittle. But do you like brown butter almond brittle?
No. And I'll take the other one.
You will take vanilla. Okay. They did not have your favorite.
White lavender berry.
Yes, they did not have it. So I went with the other one. Why don't you like it? Because you don't like the almond brittle in it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Also, after this vlog, I want you to, all of you, to go subscribe to Vincent Flass.
Who in the world is that?
Fire 187 or 37. I don't know. King of Kerboy, and it's American spelled with a Z, no caps, and no spaces. Got it? Yes, thank you.
Who are those people?
Vincent Flass is Vincent. Blaze Fire 187 is Dominic, and it's Morgan, spelled with a Z, no caps and no spaces. That's my friend Morgan.
Okay. Well, look at you putting your friends on. Well, we're going to make this. And so what I'm thinking is, we'll see how this goes. But I don't have a proper sifter, right? But I do have that strainer. So I can wash it and dry it really good. Oh, I have another little thing. And we could just like get the nuts out and just sift the flour through. And that should be good. So we're going to make this. And then we're going to make pepperoni pizza.
Got it.
So the other ingredients that we have for the pizza. Okay, so I got the sauce. I got mozzarella, provolone, and Parmesan. I know you like to put Parmesan on top.
Yes, I do.
I already have red pepper flakes, garlic powder, and garlic salt. We've got some.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we've got some fresh garlic. What else do you like on your pizza that I might have? I've got onions, banana peppers.
The only thing I don't like on my pizza is broccoli, spinach. I've had it before. It tastes delicious.
With a red sauce or a white sauce?
With red sauce. Pepperoni, sausage, and cheese.
Okay.
Even though I just made a crust pizza before and ate it and hated it.
What? Wait. You hated it? Why did you hate it? I thought this was going to be so fun.
No, like when I made crust for the pizza, and then I put sauce, and then I tried it. And it tastes disgusting.
Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh.
Don't ever do that.
Who'd you make the pizza with?
Nobody. So the pizza was burnt. I used the microwave.
Okay. What did you make the crust out of?
I used a recipe online.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hope that today's is better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll make something for a backup if it's gross because we're both eating this.
Like the pizza I make, after 5 minutes it starts to taste disgusting.
Y'all, I'm so scared. The pressure is on.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. What if
I've
you don't like it?
I've done worse and I like my pizza. After 5 minutes, let me just tell you guys this.
What?
Subscribe now.
You're just trying to promote your channel.
I'm trying to promote your channel too.
Oh, okay. Because you didn't say subscribe to Kiki said so.
Well, you better now. And like the video and turn the bell to all notifications so you won't miss the latest video. Got it? Do it now.
Oh, shit. That's my bad. Good job. So, first things first, the chicken wings.
Yeah.
So, those are going to take the longest to make because I'm going to do them a bit of a non-traditional way. This is a little bit fancier, but I promise they're going to taste so good. Now, what flavor wings do you like?
Original flavored wings and spicy wings.
Original from where?
Original as in from Pizza.
Okay, I have to see what that means. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. So, found out original wings are classic buffalo wings. I'm going to make sure, but we're going to do half like buffalo and then we'll do the other half. Here, Walker, put this stool right there so you can get to that cabinet. And then you see where the dark plate goes. Thank you.
I made it and I'm...
Oh, Jesus.
Ow.
You okay?
Yes.
Let's scoot this closer. So the wings are going to be done closer to like 6:30, 6:45.
Okay.
But I can have the pizza ready by 6. We have a bowl of chicken wings right here that I have soaked in some vinegar. I need to cut these wings. So Walker, you actually won't help with this part until it's time to vacuum seal. But I want you to talk to the people while I do this. Can you handle that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell them what kind of wings we decided on. I don't remember if we said that already.
We decided on buffalo wings and then I forgot the other. Roasted
Garlic herb wings.
Alright. I'm gonna put them in the game section.
What do you mean?
Just so they won't be bored while I talk to them. But sometimes when I talk, it gets boring.
First, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the wings. I know I got a bunch of stuff back here. We're gonna ignore that. I really am trying to... The ambition is already falling. I'm already trying to do shortcuts. So I have my shears right here. So I think...
Scissors, only use them.
But they're kitchen shears. So it can cut through bone and stuff sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is take the wings because they are whole wings. And I'm going to see if I can't cut them. I'm going to remove the tips and then cut at the joint so we have little wingettes.
As you guys can see, I'm doing parkour on local. If you don't know what it is.
So to the people who have kids, are y'all's kids, or if you're around kids, are they obsessed with Roblox? Like Roblox. And what's the other one you like?
Minecraft.
No, it's something else you like that you were telling me about that's on YouTube. What's all your favorite things to do on YouTube? What kind of videos do you make?
YouTube shorts only.
Yeah, but what do you do on your shorts?
I just do whatever that comes to my mind.
So it's just like whatever you do in that day, hanging out with your friends.
Yeah. Me and my friends have a lot of videos together.
So got that done. Scrub these down with a bit of lemon. Make sure that there's no feathers, because I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely hate
feathers or in my food.
Yes. So I saw this thing, and this was a trick that I'm not familiar with. I was using my fish tweezers, like the fillet tweezers where you debone. I was using that to pluck out the feathers, but I saw some people online like, oh, y'all don't burn off the feathers, and I'm like, oh my god, that's like the best idea. So
she burns off the feathers.
Well, I haven't cooked any chicken yet. I don't think this chicken has any.
I eat the feathers.
You do?
Yeah.
Now I have cleaned the wings, separated the wings, and they're sitting here on paper towel drying. So what I'm gonna do now is get my vacuum sealer in my bag. So I have this roll of bags. And so what happens is I plug in the vacuum sealer. So handy dandy thing. Bought this on Amazon. It is by the Anova brand, the same brand as the cooker. And I want to get these in that bath as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is cook them for 2 hours at 160 degrees. They'll be nice and tender. And then I'm just going to pat them super dry. And then I'm going to do these in 2 separate bags. One for the flats and then one for the drums. The way it works is I put the bag in here and I seal it on one end. Then I will fill it up with the wings, and then I will do the vacuum and seal option to close it off, and we'll put it in here. Also, what you want to do with the chicken wings is you want to season them only salt. These are going to be buffalo wings. It's going to help, I forget what exactly it helps, but it'll make sure that the meat on the inside has some flavor. They're going to be drowned in sauce anyway, but still what we're going to do. So I'm just putting salt all over it. And then, okay, so we'll take the first bag and get our tongs out. So this is what we do, Walker. I'll do your drums first. All the drums in here. It's not really much to do. I just like to make sure that they're in here pretty much in a flat layer so that the bag can lay flat in here and they can cook. It's in a water bath, so the water is going to be circulating. So it's not like they're cooking super evenly, but I just find it just works out better. Keep everything in here flat. You don't want to pile stuff up. This is how it looks. This bar is the heating element, and this is where the suction is going to happen. Up here. Close this. So if I just do pulse vacuum, it just vacuums, right? But I can do, because I'm going to seal it at the end, I can do this. It's going to vacuum seal this pack for me, and then it'll seal it up. So while that's going, I'll go ahead and fill this back up. The wings. So now it's sealing up. The vacuuming is done. Okay, and so the light is off, so this one's done. I popped these two off. Now you can kind of see that line, so that's good to go. Okay. Let's get our 2 bags of chicken wings. Salt it. Okay, I need your help. Alright. There's a silver thing on the stove under that plastic bag. Bring that over to me, please. I'm gonna put these in here. And then put the other bag in here. And then I take this, and there's like little grooves that fit in here, so it'll keep the bag from floating to the top. So now it's fully submerged in the water bath. The temperature did drop a little bit. It'll go right back up. It's so precise. It does it like, I want it to be at 160 degrees. Right now it's at 157.6. It'll go back up, but I'm gonna set the timer. So it will go back up, and it gets cooler because I just put those chicken wings in there that are much colder than 160 degrees because it was already there. So I'll set a timer for 2 hours. That's how long it takes for this. That's why I said the wings might not be ready. Won't be ready by 6, but pizza will. Okay, so I've set the timer. I've set the temperature and everything. So once it actually gets back up to 160 degrees, it'll start doing a countdown to when it's finished. And there's also a Bluetooth app that goes with this. I am going to add all of these things. If you're interested in one of these, it's a great way to cook a lot of different stuff. I'll be doing it more and more. I'm going to put it on my Amazon store, so you can just check the description box and click a link to my Amazon store and see where you can get one. We're going to clean up the kitchen and reset, and then we are going to start making pizza. Okay, come on. Okay, that's making me nervous. Okay. Okay, so we just got this kind. He said it before and it was good. So Walker's gonna follow the instructions from this for my pizza.
She's just gonna go for it.
I'm gonna make mine on a
Pizza stone, probably.
I don't have a pizza stone. That's the thing. I forgot a pizza stone. But they said if you turn a cast iron skillet, and y'all know I got plenty of those. If you turn the cast iron skillet upside down, it works kind of like a pizza stone. They say to put it in the bottom of the oven. So I have my pizza stone, which is really the cast iron, in the oven. And they say to preheat it. And then when it's time to go, I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil in there and slide my pizza on there. We're going to see how this goes because I really don't know. Because this one is like you pre-bake the dough a little bit and then you put the toppings. But I've seen people do this so many ways. I'm still going to pre-bake it and we're just going to see. I can eat something else if mine comes out bad. So the instructions say to heat the oven to 400 degrees. Grease any size non-stick cookie sheet. I think this is non-stick. It feels non-stick. Walker. What is going? They're not gonna be able to hear if you're making noise. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna grease it. I'm gonna get some olive oil, and that's what we're gonna grease it with because we're making pizza. You need something to do with your hands?
No.
Okay, this is your first task because this one's for your pizza. I'm gonna give you this, and this is what I want you to do. Spread out the oil like that.
Got it.
So he's spreading that out. So it's in here like a biscuit. And it says she's a baking sheet. This is like a quarter sheet. Okay. Okay, so we'll put that right there. That's for me. And this one is for you. Okay, horrible angle, but work with me, guys. So I'm over here. I have this one for the sauce and this one for the crust. I'm going to go ahead and turn both of these burners on and we're going to get started. So I've got the butter back here and I'm going to put some herbs in there. I have some dried Italian herbs that I got in this little thing. And then I've got some chunky garlic. And then I did not quite a half a cup, but like 2/3 of a cup because, okay, you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now hold it really steady. Okay, so we're gonna put those herbs in there and some other seasonings. And it is kind of a lot of butter for just a pizza crust, even though it is 2 pizzas. But remember, we're still gonna make those oven roasted wings. So whatever is left over, we're gonna use the rest of the sauce, depending on how much, add some more herbs, some more spices and seasonings, and toss the half of the wings in that. And then we're going to make another sauce for that. Now this is I got the margarita pizza sauce. We're definitely gonna doctor this up and add some seasoning. So I'm just gonna pour all of this sauce in here because whatever we don't use, I'm not supposed to be cooking pizza all the time. Okay, so we'll turn this on to like a medium.
Okay. Jeez.
And then we're gonna turn this back one on to a medium low and let that melt. And I'm gonna throw this away. And then let's get our seasonings. All right, I've got a cameraman with me, so that's why it's looking a little different. So back here with this sauce that we're gonna use for the crust, we're gonna put some of this garlic paste in there. So got some garlic here. Where are you going? You stay right there. And then we have this sauce. I put some garlic paste in here already. Love garlic. Got sauce in there. Stirring it up. Then we're gonna add these herbs and some other seasonings. So I'll just talk you through it because he wants to play in his pizza dough. I'm sorry, fixing his pizza dough, not playing it. My bad. I'm gonna put some herbs. Let's see. I want the crust to be really flavorful. I also want this to be flavorful. So it has some herbs in here. I'm gonna put some of these in here. So they're not dried exactly. It's lightly dried. So they still have a little bit to them. These you would keep in your refrigerator. I'm still gonna add some dried herbs. So I'm gonna do thyme, oregano, and basil to the sauce. We're both gonna have the same base for our sauce. I'll let Walker taste the sauce in a moment and see what he thinks. I'm also gonna add a little garlic powder, some white pepper. I would make the sauce spicy if I was eating alone, but I'm not gonna make it spicy.
I don't care if it's spicy.
You like spicy now? It almost looks, it's like turning green because of all of the herbs.
This expires this year.
Yeah, it's fresh, so it doesn't.
The day after my birthday.
It doesn't last so. You want to be careful with the salt because we're also putting pepperoni and cheese and stuff on there, and all of that is gonna have some salt to it.
Spoon clean.
Okay, you put it in the sink.
That was the best sauce I've ever.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I think it's pretty good. So, we're gonna put this in the oven. 8 minutes. Well, let's do 6 because we need to keep an eye on it. Okay. So that goes in the oven for 6 minutes, and then we'll take it out and brush it with the sauce. I mean, like the butter sauce and the crust, and then we'll pop it in for 1 more minute, and then we'll take it out and go ahead and put the toppings on it. Okay, so this is what it's looking like in here. Yeah, we'll take it out and go ahead and put the garlic stuff on there and then come back. So I'm gonna take this mixture. It's like full of flavor. And I'm just gonna brush it over the whole thing. He wanted his pizza to be like all the same size. I don't want mine like that, but I'm just gonna brush this all over. We gotta send your mom a picture and grandma. So this is what his pizza looks like right now. Covered in the stuff. We'll put it back in there for 1 minute. Then when we take it out, it'll be time for all of the sauces. Well, not all of the sauces, but the sauce, and then the cheese and the toppings and all that good stuff. Okay, see you in a sec. All right, guys, so the pizza's out of the oven, and this is how it looks right now. Well, the dough. So it still has, we didn't get any big bubbles, so we did good on that. Got the sauce on here. I think it's not stuck or anything. So now I'm gonna put the sauce on here. Okay, I'll just put on a little bit, and then you can spread and tell me if you want more, okay? Next, we have 2 types of cheeses. We have mozzarella, and then we have provolone. What would you like? Provolone?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised. I thought you were for sure gonna want the mozzarella. This is Walker's pizza creation before it goes in the oven. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in here for 7 more minutes. That's my cast iron down there heating up. Let's see what happens. How do you think it's gonna go?
I think it's gonna go good.
Say it again. How do you think it's gonna go?
I think it's gonna go good.
Okay, so we've got that. Let's check on the wings and see where we're at with those. Oh, we only got 26 minutes on the wings, so those are almost ready to go into the oven too, so that'll be good. And then I guess I'll start on the brownies. I'll go ahead and whip up the brownies. It's box brownie mix. There's nothing special to it, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on that so I can pop that in the oven too, so he can have his dessert and everything before we wind down and go to bed. Okay, I'll be back in a second. So it's looking good. I'm gonna put it on this cooling rack right here to let it cool. I mean, I don't know what everybody was talking about with the time that they suggested, I think maybe adjusting a minute or two to your desired doneness is cool. But the pizza looks good to me, so that's Walker's. So in the meantime, I'm about to pull out the other thing so I can get mine going because I'm hungry. So I'm using butter to like grease the pan. I had this spray stuff, but I don't really want to use the spray. So I'm going to grease this, and then I'm going to add it to the rest of it. I'm going to set it aside and add it to the rest of that butter mixture over there for when we do the wings. I'm using an 8x8 pan because I don't have an 8-inch cast iron. I think my smallest is 10, so it's going to take 32 to 35 minutes. In between time, I guess, I'm just talking myself through it. Give myself the in-between time to clean up. So I sifted out all of the nuts because Walker doesn't like the nuts. And quite honestly, I'm not crazy about them. So, Walker, do you want to do the swirls? Huh?
Yeah.
So, just a little caramel sauce and lines across the pan. Wait, this is the caramel sauce. So what I'm going to do is this, right? Let's see. This is really good, Walker.
Okay, guys, this is the pizza I made with my cousin Kiki.
Hey, guys.
This is 2 slices, and there's the whole thing.
I just tasted it. It's so good. You did that, Walker. Now you gotta taste it. You gotta taste it on camera and see, so they can see if your thing was good or not.
Okay, guys, this is how my pizza tastes.
Okay, so he made the pizza. Okay. I told you it was good. Are you gonna tell me what you put on it?
I put, what's that?
Provolone cheese.
Provolone.
We made our own sauce.
Made our own sauce.
Oh, we didn't put Parmesan on here. You want the Parmesan?
No. Okay. Not Parmesan. And
we used the Pillsbury dough, and we made a garlic herb sauce to put on the crust to give it a little extra flavor. Brownies are in the oven. Walker's gonna eat. I'm about to reset in here so we can finish getting busy. Okay, so I've taken the chicken out of the bag. It looks raw and undone, but it's not. So this is what it looks like. And so what you have to do at this step is take it out and dry it really, really well. Then we're gonna put them in the oven just to crisp them up. And the skin will be crispy, and then when we take them out, we'll take them and put them in, toss them in the sauce. Sometimes I broil them. Sometimes I do like 400 degrees. And Walker likes all drums. So I'm just doing the drums, and then I'll do mine separate because he needs to eat first. I was asking Walker what he wants for lunch tomorrow. He still wants his lunch packed. So, okay, that's what we're doing. And ham and cheese sandwich. So what do you want on it?
nothing, just the ham and cheese.
No mayo, no mustard?
No mayo, no mustard. And the ham I have tastes exactly like Canadian bacon. If you don't know what Canadian bacon is, that's ham from Canada.
So I can put, you want some apples in there, some strawberries, grapes.
If you put apples, you have to cut them up, which takes the most time.
They're already cut.
Alright, take apples.
Apples, blueberries. What else?
Nothing has to go in the middle section. That's usually just for a treat.
So let's look at this. This is the lunchbox. So ham and cheese sandwich, right?
Yep.
Look, ham and cheese.
Yes.
Probably put apples right here.
Mhm.
Blueberries right here.
Yes, and those two. I don't know what's going in the middle.
What?
Mini Starbursts. And
Mini Starburst.
actually, yeah, yes. And,
Okay.
in that top compartment, some cheese. I'm just okay, not cheese, because I was just joking. Half of a banana.
Okay, I'll cut the banana in the morning so that it won't be looking old. And I'll put the apples in the morning. But I'll go ahead and do the sandwich now. Okay, so we've got 50 seconds left on the brownies and then we can check it. I have some toothpicks so we can do the test that you were trying to do earlier. I got so much going on right here. Because it's only going to fit half a sandwich. We're going to take a piece of cheese. Alright, you guys. This is like crazier than any time I'm in here by myself. But after making the wings and doing all of that, Walker decided that they were delicious. He did them super mild. And he only wanted two. I'm about to do my wings. I want more than this. And I honestly think my pizza's going to be jacked up. So this is what happens. Sometimes, you know, I'm always doing too much. And this is a perfect example of a time when it's like, girl, you was trying to make something really simple, gourmet, and it's going to come out jacked up. Let's see. So I put the rest of them up. I got all this food so that we can cook stuff, but I can already tell I was fucking tripping. So I've got the bath water running because he's eating his wings, and when he finishes that, he can have his dessert, and then it's time for bed. And then I'll continue to clean up. I've got some editing to get done and some other work that I couldn't get to today. I have physical therapy tomorrow for my accident. That's in the morning, so I have to take him to school in the morning. And then when I leave there, I think what I should do is just go ahead and work out, hit the sauna, and then work. Then I'll take a break from work to pick him up. I think it's gonna be somewhat late, but I've got to be in the bed by 11:30 today because I want to wake up at 5. Because my work day for the station doesn't technically start until 10 a.m. So it gives me a lot of time in the morning to get stuff done, but not a lot of time for much else. So once the day gets started, you know. So we're gonna see how this goes. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up. I'll check in after I get all of these things done because y'all have just been watching me in the kitchen for like way too long and I'm looking crazy. But Wednesday and Thursday I'll be looking cute because I have to go to the studio. So talk to you guys soon. Okay, so Walker has a nighttime routine. He takes his melatonin. He's already done that. He's brushing his teeth. And then he has some medicine to take. Okay, you want to put this in here or you just want to leave it in there? There, where's the top? Baby, I am tired. Got some toothbrush in here. You did your deodorant, melatonin. Got a few more things that have to get done. Hey! Put the top on. He's stalling or something. I've set an alarm in my other bedroom for him. I made up the bed. Everything. Where's the toothpaste? Okay, thank you. Have a seat. Okay. Put your little ointment on. Man, does it hurt?
It doesn't.
So you just do it one time
Yeah.
and let it dry and then put the tape on? Okay. So he's gonna get a little planter's board out. So let that dry. Oh, young sir. Walker, you're Zyrtec. Be careful. Not to get your foot. Zyrtec. All done. Carmex. Because we don't want chapped lips. This is what I use.
This is how I do my comics.
Mm-hmm. Trick is do it from one side to the other. Well, let's pull some more because this isn't going to be sticky anymore. Here, tear it off. Okay, well that one's not going to be sticky because we touched it a lot. Here, do this one. You don't care?
Mm-hmm.
Wrap this bad boy up. Would you like for me to carry you to your bed? I made it up for you.
Cool.
Take that as a no. He told me, okay, I'm ready to get in the tub. I like that bedtime was not a fight. It's past its bedtime. 8:44. I'm just a little bit late. So hopefully tomorrow isn't bad. A mother's work is never done. So I'm about to finish cleaning. It sounds like the dishwasher might have stopped, so it's probably in the drying phase right now. Do some editing. Finally eat. I haven't eaten all day, pretty much. I had a nibble of pizza. I had a nibble of one wing. I didn't finish the wing, just a nibble. And lost 2 nails. So I will see you guys in the morning. Ta-ta.